If I left, then it made no sense. And you tell your friends and they call your friends, baby, never mind.
Hey guys, it's Sean here coming to you live from Toronto. I'm actually just in front of the CN Tower as I speak. I've also got the Rogers Center just over there, aka the Sky Dome for anyone who's ever been here. I don't have any street meat on me yet, but I'm looking to get some after this vlog, so I'll try to keep it short. If any of you saw Dan's vlog last week, then you know the drill. We're going to give some general lander updates, and then more importantly, we're going to discuss some of the key findings and experiences we've had along our journey in the hopes that they will help you. So just to jump right in, it's been a busy week, as every week is when you're making a board game for the first time around your day job for separate countries, but we're managing. We actually took Dan's advice from last vlog, and we've been doing a lot of research this week into shipping, because it's just not enough to make the game. You also have to find a way of getting it from China to the people that back you. Kind of an important process in all this. So we've been in touch with, I think, 9 or 10 different shipping companies this week, getting quotes, understanding all the costs, the hidden fees, because boy, there are a lot of hidden fees. You know, the pick and the pack and the shipping and the packaging and the technology integration and the data warehouse and all that stuff. So we're learning all the ins and outs of shipping, which is probably worth at least a 3-star logistics mission. But yeah, so a lot of research, and on top of that, we're also trying to finish off a beta version prototype of the game. Now that we've got the finished graphic design and a lot of the finished artwork, we're going to try to put those together and print a new run for the beginning of October. So look forward to that. We're hoping to show you some pictures and maybe some short videos, if we get around to it, of the new game when it's ready. So very exciting stuff. But now on to more important things, because for those of you who don't know Lander and don't really care about Lander, you're probably wondering why you're still looking at the screen. So let me try to give you some insight that might explain that. Last vlog, Dan talked a lot about the importance of game testing and research. And both valid points, both very important, but there's also a step kind of hidden in between, because before you can play test, you kind of need a prototype. Now this is not an easy process. It's usually long and arduous, with a lot of refinement. When we started our play testing, for example, we had a prototype just literally writing words on pieces of paper and throwing them on the table. So that's usually where these kinds of things start, and then you refine, and after maybe about the 4th or 5th revision, when you realize you've actually got something and it's not a pile of crap, then you have to put it on a computer and print it out and actually have it on legitimate cards. Assuming, of course, there's cards in your game, which most games have cards. Yeah. So making a prototype, there's a lot of ways to go about doing it. There's a lot of companies you can go to have them print off the components. But one thing to note in all this is it's a process, and you're probably going to make a lot of graphic design, layout, and content changes to your components as you go along, especially if you're dealing with a game that's got a lot of cards. Now the last thing you want to do is have to go back and change 50, 100, 200 cards individually. That could take a while, and it's hard to make sure they're all consistent and everything's in the same place, as you can imagine. So what I'm just going to talk about a bit today is the magic of Adobe InDesign data merge. For anyone who has InDesign or has access to it for their board game making endeavor, it's really a great software, and it's a great workflow to prototyping. So basically what it allows you to do is take a spreadsheet filled with all the information for your cards, and then you make a template in InDesign, which basically just has placeholder boxes for all the graphics or text that needs to go on the card. Then you make the individual assets that go on the card, so maybe that's icons, maybe it's a piece of artwork, or banners or things like that. And then you just put the information of where those photos are stored into your spreadsheet, along with any text that's got to go on the card. And then by the magical powers of InDesign, you're able to merge them together, and from one template create however many cards there are rows in that spreadsheet. So yeah, it can be an extremely valuable process for prototyping, because you make one template, you have one spreadsheet, and then boom, you've got hundreds of cards. And then, more importantly, if you make changes, you just have to change the spreadsheet and then update it in InDesign, and it does all the work for you. So you don't have to go back and make 100 new cards one by one. So that's been hugely beneficial for us in our play testing. If you can't tell, we're a little fanatical about it. But yeah, it's something we would definitely recommend if you have access to InDesign, and if you do have a lot of cards or similar types of components in your game where you don't want to have to be, editing one at a time for hundreds of unique assets. So yeah, we would definitely recommend it. I'm not going to go into depth to show you a tutorial because there's people that are way more qualified than I am that do that online. So I'm just going to post some links at the end of the video. You can check them out, and yeah, hopefully this little vlog will help you sort of think about what's out there and how you can make your game in an efficient way. So looking forward to seeing you soon. It'll probably be Dan next, but take care and goodbye.